Namaste students, welcome to our today's information technology session. So this week we are going to start with a new chapter of part B, chapter 3, digital documentation. So previously two chapters we saw. Chapter number 1 is our introduction to IT, means information technology and information technology enabled services. Then chapter 2 we saw data entry and keyboarding skills. So, before we enter into the chapter 3, digital documentation, let us see a short recap of all our previous sessions of chapter 2. Chapter 2, data entry and keyboarding skills. What are the topics we have seen in the previous sessions of chapter 2? So, let us start with keyboarding skills. You have learned all the keyboarding skills which are required. What is the sitting posture, how you are supposed to sit, how you have to place your fingers, all fingering concepts, and your typing ergonomics, your typing rules, how you have to sit, how to place your mouse, keyboard, everything we have seen in the previous sessions. Also, we have seen mouse operations, rapid typing tutor, error analysis, calculating the typing speed, viewing statistics, good typing speed. So, you would have practiced with the help of your rapid typing tutor how to increase or improve your typing speed with the software. So now you would have got a clear idea of how to improve your typing speed, increase your typing speed with the help of this rapid typing tutor. After practicing, you can just check with your error analysis and statistics what all mistakes you have done, and to improve your typing speed what you're supposed to do, you can have an analysis. Okay children, so these are the topics we have seen in our previous sessions of chapter 2. So today we are going to enter into our new chapter, chapter 3, digital documentation. So first of all, let us see what are the devices we are going to use for documentation purpose. What are the devices we have used earlier and what device we are using it right now. An introduction. In earlier days, manual typewriters were used for documentation. We were using manual typewriters. After, after that, we came into existence of electronic typewriters. And now a computer is used for documentation purpose. Word processing, data processing, communication, and presentation are the most common activities performed in an office. Word processing. For example, we are preparing a document using some word process. It is nothing but we are processing some words, right? In a school, as a student, you may prepare a document of writing leave letter, or a school office may maintain a record of requisition letters and applications, everything. So they are also called documents. So in an office, any office, not only the school, any office or any organization, definitely we do have some or the other documentations in the form of letters or reports, etc. So now, which is the device first we used is our manual typewriter. Then we had electronic typewriter. Later we came into existence, and still till now we are using computers for this documentation purpose. So look at this typewriter. How was it? Are you able to have a clear view of this typewriter? Fine. Here, this typewriter, you have got keys and the roller to place your paper. Now, what is a document? So, the chapter says that digital documentation, first of all, you should know what is a document, isn't it? What is a document? A document is a paper with written contents, and the process of preparing a document is called documentation. Any written content in a paper is called a document. Clear? Any written content, when you write something on a paper, it is nothing but called a document. When you do the process of preparing the document, you are writing, right? You are writing in a paper, so you are doing some process, then it means that you are in a process called documentation. A documentation is required to preserve the contents for a longer period or to be used as evidence. So, when you write something, either you will have it safely in a file for future purpose, so it is going to be preserved for a longer period, or it is to be used as an evidence. You are going to have that written material, letter or report or whatever it is, as an evidence for your work. The documents can be letters, reports, theses, manuscripts, legal documents, books, etc. It may be a letter or report or books or theses, anything. A handwritten document can have certain disadvantages like understanding the specific handwriting. So when you write something, no, so few of your handwriting may be good. It is good for others to understand, and few of yours handwriting will not be that much good. There somebody may have poor handwriting, so that the other people, those who wanted to refer to the document, will be unable to view the content of the document properly, to understand it properly. So when you have it as a written document, it is difficult for few people and it is effective for some other people only. It is effective for some people and it is very not much effective for few other people. So, with the advancement in computer hardware and software technology, the process of handwritten documentation consequently automated to computer word processing. So, with this drawbacks of written documentation, we have come to an automated system called computer word processing. A data entry operator, the person who have learned the keyboarding skills, will be called a data entry operator. Should possess the skills to use the office productivity tools with a good typing speed. You should have a good typing speed. That is why we have learned keyboarding skills and typing speed in order to become a data entry operator. And also, you should know some office productivity tools. So, which are the tools to be used for this documentation purpose? That also you should know how to use and what all to be used at what time. Although typing skill is an essential criteria for data entry operator, a little care has to be taken while using the word processing software. What is that? What you need to take care when you use the word processing software? You may need to keep on press the spacebar key to move the text to the other position. That may be avoided using another feature called editing and formatting in our available word processors. Existing new versions of word processors have got new features of editing and formatting the text. In order to avoid pressing the space bar a repeated number of times. Word processing. So, as I told you, for a documentation, you need to learn keyboarding skills as well as office tools. How to learn this office tools? You definitely need, say you had a software for learning your typing speed, increasing your typing speed, how to use your fingers, fingering concepts for typing. Everything you have learned it using a software. What is it? Rapid Typing Tutor. Similarly, for word processing also, for documentation also, you need some specific softwares for making your documents, for doing this documentation. What is that software? It is called a word processor. And when you prepare and that softwares which you are using for your documentation is called Word processing software. Word processing is a use of computer software to enter, edit, format, store, retrieve, and print the document. Using these word processing, you are able to enter data, edit data, format it, store, retrieve, and print the document. The document can be a letter, notice, report, business, correspondence, etc. That I have told you already what is a document. Then what is a word processor? It is a computer application used for the production of printable material. This software is used for getting out a printable material as you type. In the beginning, WordStar. So previously in the beginning stage of documentation, a software developed for this documentation purpose was WordStar. Later we had many word processing softwares. Hope you all would have heard about Microsoft has come with a Office package called MS Office, Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. So similarly, there are many companies developed word processing softwares. There are several limitations to use a typewriter, which are as given below. Why we don't use typewriters nowadays? Why have we shifted on to a word processing softwares using a computer? What we cannot do with a typewriter can be done with a computer. What is it? In case of any typing error, the whole sheet is required to be typed again. If you have used a typewriter, then again and again the whole sheet, if there is a small error also, if you just instead of T, you have typed that as H, then you definitely need to retype it from the beginning, taking out the old paper, replacing it with a new paper. To send same letter to two or more, if you wanted to take one or more copies of a document, again you have to retype the document as many copies you need, as many times you are supposed to type. So that is not this drawbacks can be overcome with the help of word processors. Once we type, we are storing it onto some storage device so that it can be retrieved and printed. As many copies can be taken as many times. Typewriter does not have all the required characters or symbols. A typewriter cannot have all characters or symbols cannot be typed with a typewriter, but we have all types of characters or symbols can be included in a computer software. It is not possible to produce a document in the desired format using a typewriter. Using a typewriter, it is very difficult for us to frame a document in the desired format. In the year 1974, a company called Xerox had introduced an electronic typewriter as an attempt to solve the problems of the manual typewriter. So these are the problems which we have seen previously are the problems faced by manual typewriters. Then later Xerox company have developed a new other typewriter called electronic typewriter to overcome these difficulties. In electronic typewriter, it is possible to make changes in the content, make multiple copies with minor changes, but it has a limitation of very small size screen to display the contents. It is, see, all these difficulties are overcome with electronic typewriters, but the screen, the document will be it is very short, small in size. So that becomes a drawback of this electronic typewriter. Its screen can be view only one or two lines. The screen of the typewriter can be viewed with one or two lines only, so that it becomes difficult to type for the operators, data entry operators. Next, in late 1970s, with the development of computer software technology, word processing software was introduced. So in 1970s only, the word processing softwares were introduced. In this software, the document can be navigated, edited, formatted, and printed. So the document can be edited, formatted, navigated, and printed with the help of the word processing softwares which were developed in which year? 1970. The modern word processors take advantage of a GUI. What is GUI? Graphical User Interface. Just you click on the mouse so that you are able to open a file, close the file, view the content. Everything instantly happens on the screen. So that is graphical user interface, which is used by our Windows operating system. And now we have got even Linux operating systems also use this GUI concepts. So, the modern word processors take advantage of a GUI, providing some form of what you see is what you get. What you see actually on the screen is what you get. That is why it is called WYSIWYG. Word processing software not only provides basic ability to enter and modify the text but also provides efficient text manipulation functions that can be used for documentation. Modern word processors provide attractive features. Some of the features provided by popular word processors are as listed below. There are few features provided by certain word processors that are being listed below. What are they? Let us see. We are able to create, edit, save, retrieve, and print the document. Select and move the text from one place to another in the document. Copy the text to other places within the document. Move or copy a selected text from one document to any other document. Change the font size, font style in the document. Format paragraphs as well as pages. Checking spelling and grammar. Creating table. Modify the size of the table, size of the rows and columns of the table. Combine one or more documents. Insert pictures or graphs. Print the selected text. Word processors are used for what? It is used for business, in business purpose, home, and education. That is in schools and colleges for preparing letters, reports, and many other different types of documents. Students use it for preparing project reports and assignments. Teachers use word processors for preparing question papers and notes. Office Suite is a collection of programs which are useful for word processing, spreadsheet preparation, presentation, and database management. There are several office suites. We will be using LibreOffice because of its several advantages. So there are many office suites. So far until your 8th standard you would have learned Microsoft Office, right? So this part we are going to see another office suite called LibreOffice. So this is a LibreOffice which is used for a foundation for the documentation. What is this LibreOffice? Like MS Office, it is another office suite which is a free and open source software which can be downloaded from the web. Currently, the versions of LibreOffice is 6.0 and above are available. So you can use this LibreOffice both in the operating systems called Windows as well as Linux and Mac. It uses Open Document Format ODF file format for publishing documents. LibreOffice components are integrated with each other and have a similar look and feel which makes it easy to use and train. So it takes the open document format. So the files when you save on LibreOffice is saved in the with the extension called ODT, Open Document Text. The components of LibreOffice are Writer for word processing. See, this LibreOffice is a package which takes up many documentation, many forms of documentation. You can have word processing, that is Writer for LibreOffice Writer for word processing, Calc for spreadsheet package, Impress for presentation, Base for a database package, and also Draw for drawing and other applications. LibreOffice includes support for opening and saving files in many common formats, including Microsoft Office, HTML, XML, WordPerfect, and PDF. You will be able to save and open the files in your Microsoft Office event which you have prepared in LibreOffice. Getting started with this word processor writer. How to start with LibreOffice is what is given here.